If you're a reader, then you already know the information I'm about to say here. I mean, there's multiple benefits of reading. Obviously, the education and the information that you're going to be receiving is priceless majority of the time, depending on the author or the subject matter that you're into. I believe that its value is a specific thing to that person. I may like something that you don't like, and vice versa. You get the point. So the value in it is based on what kind of topics do you like, what things are you into. However, I believe that, say, like, for instance, viewing videos is more general and it's not as lengthy when compared to books. Books, it's able to go into details, provide bullet points, charts, and videos is able to do that as well. But I think that the books are able to offer just greater detail. For whatever reason, when I listen to an audiobook here on YouTube or when I purchase one from the actual author, they're always in the 8-hour range. And you have to ask yourself why, because the thoroughness, I don't even know if thoroughness is a word, because the books are just thorough and it's more content versus the video that may be an hour long. It feels like it's a lot of information, but a book just has that opportunity to be more thorough, in my opinion. Another benefit is just being able to get your eyes on some new set of words. Your vocabulary may be stuck at the words you've been using for the last 2 years, but as soon as you start reading more and more books, it expands. It's going to naturally expand. Being able to improve your pronunciation of things a lot better is an advantage as well. Just familiarization, comfortableness. I believe that if you were given a sheet of paper and had to speak in front of a group, obviously by your reading of books or material online and things of that nature, you're more comfortable with the word usage, especially if English is your second language. I would definitely say read as much English as possible, so you can just improve that, and you could just see things differently too. You may be saying a word all the time, and you didn't even realize how it was spelled. It may be a word that you use very often. However, being able to get that exposure of how it is spelled is even more rewarding, because now you're able to write it if you need to. And just, I don't know, it just builds that confidence as well. Speaking of building, I like reading books because books was not always my strong suit. I was not always a book reader. I go in and out of phases when it comes to book. I prefer to read books on my Kindle. I believe that is the only way that I can complete a book, because of being able to enlarge the words and get through it faster. I believe just flipping from page to page is like small accomplishments, and it does something to my mind. It makes me want to read the book more and more. And then the flexibility or the advantage of having at the bottom on my Kindle how long it's going to take me to finish the book. So if it says 8 hours, I'll try to read an hour a day. And so that's one way to keep me on track, and it just takes a few days to complete a large book. For whatever reason, printed books, they kind of put me to sleep, because there's so many words on a sheet of paper, and I think my character just requires that I'm constantly on the go. And I believe that's why I'm able to read on my Kindle, outside of the Kindle having that incredible screen where it looks like I'm reading from a newspaper. But I think that just having so many words on a sheet of paper and in that small font, it just puts me to sleep, because my eyes are already trying to focus on something small, and it's just like, singing lullabies to me for whatever reason. I don't know. But the effect that I don't want to occur happens when I'm reading from a printed book. Now, mind you, I have plenty of printed books and may have to walk around the house and read it just to stay awake. But I don't know. There's plenty of benefits of reading on printed books. You can highlight, draw in the margin, things of that nature, things that I am unable to do on my Kindle, and so forth. But another benefit of the Kindle, you're able to highlight things, and it's sorted per book. So it's not just when you go to your highlights that all of them are just in a compilation of all of your books in one deal. That's not the case. You got highlights just for that book that you're reading. So that's a huge advantage, because if you wanted to go back and do somewhat of a book report or a review or something like that, you'll have your list of go-to things to go back and highlight. I kind of visualize them like they're index cards of information that is beneficial for you to review for yourself, for education's sake, or to review in the sake of being able to present that information to other people who are interested in the book.